Right. Yeah, we've got more Amstrad Action. Hopefully we can get through this solo issue tonight. Since 3 of the games are compilations of games we've already played before. Hopefully. But anyway. First, we've got Road Blasters to look at. Right. So Road Blasters. US Gold. $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. Joystick keys. Yet another arcade coin-op game has been transferred to the humble home micro by US Gold. The setting is the distant future, where rally-type races are all the rage. There is a deadly difference between these rallies and the 20th century variety, in that your car's armed and you are free to blast your opponents off the road. M25 commuters sign here. Your car sits on the roadway, which comes out of the screen towards you. And there's a panel at the bottom with vital information on speed, fuel, and of course your score. The fuel gauge is divided into main and reserve, the main tank being used until it runs out, at which point the reserve tank switched in. Run out of fuel and you lose a life, and when all lives are gone, it's game over. Your objective is to pass through all the checkpoints of the stage and continue on to the next one. In all, there are 50 stages to go through, and the hazards on each, as you'd expect, get progressively more frequent and deadly. As you go for your casual 180 mph Sunday afternoon drive through the countryside, you encounter other vehicles out passing time. They come in 4 varieties: stingers, command cars, rat jeeps, and cycles. Ask them politely to get out of your way. Pull your trigger and watch them go up in a ball of flame. Take care you don't collide with them though, because if you do, you'll join the flaming fun too. There are also some static hazards on the road: mines, gun turrets, spikers, and toxic spills. The support jet brings in an extra weapon for you. Not everything on the road is quite so deadly. You come across fuel occasionally, vital if you hope to reach the end of the stage. Help in another form is provided by a support jet that flies over at times and drops weapons onto you. If you catch them, you stand a better chance of dealing with your opponents. The weapons are cruise missiles, nitro injectors, cannons, and shields. Crash and you lose any extra weaponry. As you reach each checkpoint and the end of the stage, your fuel tank is filled up. Extra fuel is added to your reserve tank at the end of a stage, and bonus points are also awarded. Then it's time to go on to the next stage of the rally. Sound is fine, there aren't any tunes, but the effects are good. For some reason, part of the sound disappears at times, but then comes back later. But other than that, there are no problems. Graphically, it's not exceptional, but at least the road moves better than US Gold's previous attempt at a car racing game, Outrun. The horizon scrolls smoothly as the car turns, and there's little flicker in the graphics. The roadside features do seem to jump towards you a bit, but it's not that bad. It's a cross between a racing game and a shoot 'em up. In some ways, it's very similar to Overlander by Elite: hostile cars and roadside hazards, a multitude of stages to go through, and strap on weapons to improve your survival chances. Of the 2 games, I'd say this is slightly better, but it is just a bit too easy to play, and it gets boring rather quicker than you'd hope. First aid target: complete 10 stages. The opposition: Stingers, lightly armoured cars, dispatched easily with a burst of machine gun fire, worth 50 points. Command cars, heavily armoured, almost tank-like vehicles that need a cruise missile to destroy them. 100 points is your reward for their destruction. Rat jeeps, fast-moving and evasive little guys, 50 points. Cycles, the fastest moving and most evasive of your opponents. Because they're so difficult to hit, they're worth 100 points each. They're so difficult to hit, they are 100 points worth. Okay. Mines, to be avoided, otherwise you go boom. Gun turrets, fire as you approach. It only takes one hit to destroy the car. Can be blasted off the edge of the road. Spikers, as deadly as mines, and they're thrown off your opponent's vehicles while they're in front of you. Toxic spills, to be avoided wherever possible. Second Opinion. It's a racing shoot 'em up, really, and that's all there is to it. Like them, and you'll like it. Though I tend to think it does nothing. Overlander didn't do better. If what you're after is good old-fashioned mindless mayhem at a failed lick, then Road Blasters should keep you in joystick cramp for quite a while. Though when you're away from it, you don't find yourself playing it in your mind all that much. And perhaps that's what makes a really good game, when it won't leave you alone. Green screen view. Fine and green. The verdict. Graphics 67%. Colourful and fast-moving roadway. Collision detection is a bit off. Sonics 43%. Good effects, but sometimes they vanish for a while. Grab factor 73%. Plenty to blast and easy enough to start with. Those from tape or disc give you few levels, and it gets a bit annoying for cassette users. Staying power 67%. 50 stages to complete. After a while, you can go for ages without losing a life. AA rating 69%. A good hybrid shoot 'em up and racing game. Okay. Right. Alright. Road Blasters. DJL. Right, music. Searching for Ready 1. Oh, straight in the game. Use a title screen. Ricky. Oh. Oh no. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, 69% might be a bit harsh, but I guess we'll find out how easy it is. Easy cannon. Mines. Oh. There's a special weapon. Keep that multiplier up. Down the sides again. Oh. Yeah. should have braked harder. Oh, great mines again. No, come in the middle. Oh! Well, where are the mines? Searching for ready for. Nitro injector. How do we use nitro injector? Oh. Well, it just makes the fuel. Things are annoying. Oh, there go the mines. Got the fuel. Something. on this lane. I shouldn't be on this lane. Okay. That miss. I feel already. Mine's already. What lane are they going in? What's the centre one? Oh! Wonderful. No, this lane. I've no idea how to actually use the cannons. Well, that was handy. Oh, he changed lanes. Cheated. Stage 8. Uh. Oh, I wanted the fuel. Get that multiplier back up again. Don't need much to shoot at. Where's that coming? I'll get a fuel back right here. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Ah. Get that multiplier up again. Never mind the mine. Oh, still got the mines to go. Here they coming. More. Oh no, they're moving about. Okay. Whew. That's very low scoring. Get that multiplier up again. Mines again. Oh, I didn't turn back. Damn it. There we go. Fuel back. Oh, there's a lot of fuel. Ah, here they are. Oh, oh. Ah, we're nearly done with the stage. Please tell me we're nearly done with the stage. Yeah, okay. Minimal scoring again. You get that multiplier back up again. Oh. Restart. See through that gap. Ah. Oh, it's the first day target score reached. Pushing for rally 11. Oh, just Oh. Got it. Ah. Try. So there's plant it there just to get you. Oh, look at this fuel. Okay. I'm starting to think I should probably move on. Otherwise, we might be playing this all night. Oh. more mines. More mines. Uh, uh, okay. So I survived that. Oh no, there's more. Well, that's the end of the stage. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll move on, otherwise we'll be at this all night. We'll play everything else in this magazine as well. 13 stages is enough. Maybe we'll come back to it. Right, we'll move on to the next game. It's been 45 minutes already. Next game is The Train by Accolade and Electronic Arts. $8.95 cassette, $14.95 disc, joystickle keys. First there was a tank, then came a hydrofoil. Now it's time to trundle off into the past at the footplate of a train, all courtesy of Electronic Arts. Their latest venture into the world of simulations is set in wartime Germany. You take the part of a resistance fighter who, along with a colleague, tries to steal a train. With France's art treasures on board, will the person taking the train from platform 4 please put it back? The works of art are being shipped to Berlin and to use as leverage for the impending German surrender. The question you, me, and they want to know, is whether Electronic Arts make it 4 excellent games in as many months with their latest offering. Or have they, as it were, run out of steam? Play begins at the station in Metz, where you must first capture the train. You stand towards the rear of the train and give Le Duc covering fire as he tries to reach the signal box. Germans are hiding in the railway buildings and pop up occasionally to fire at you. Get your retaliation in first, or the game's over. When Le Duc reaches the box, you choose the difficulty level, easy, intermediate, or expert. You then have to cover Le Duc as he returns. Then it's time to depart. The view switches to the inside of the train's cab and the simulation part of the game takes over. There are 6 things to operate in the cab: throttle, furnace, brake, forward and reverse lever, steam blow-off, and whistle. There are also 3 dials, which indicate steam pressure, engine temperature, and speed. When your engine is all steamed up, release the brake, open the throttle, and away you go. Keeping the pressure up is essential, so periodically fill the furnace with coal, run out, and you've had it. Keep an eye, too, on steam pressure, which can be released with the blow-off lever. Let it get out of control, and the engine could blow. We wouldn't want that now, would we? To change direction, you have to stop the train and move the forward-reverse lever. Don't flip the lever when the train's moving, though, because the gears will be destroyed and the train can only travel in the direction it was going when you switch the lever. Signals are sent with the whistle, of which more later. There are 4 other screens which can be called up: front gunner, rear gunner, map, and status. The gunner screens are used to shoot at any attacking enemy craft. On the map screen, a small cross represents the train, blobs are stations, and rectangles bridges. If a station or bridge is blue, then the Germans have control of it. Pink means the resistance have it. Hooray! A status screen shows the damage sustained by the boiler, brake, and art, and also how many of the enemy you've killed. Your score is calculated using these figures. You have to reach Riviere before dawn, and there are myriad ways to achieve your destination. A network of railway lines covers France. There are many points at which you can change track. You need first to signal the resistance, who will switch the points for you, with 1, 2, or 3 blasts on the whistle. As you travel towards your destination, you need to stock up on coal and water, which can be only obtained at stations. Before you can refuel, the station must be captured. The sequence is very similar to the startup phase, and more Germans stand in the buildings. If you capture the station, you gain some intelligence information, often being a warning that parts of the railway network have been destroyed. A message can also be sent to the resistance to tell them to capture a bridge or station, or arrange for repairs to the train. You don't have to stop in a station, you can just go straight through. Bridges are a much more dangerous proposition altogether. If the bridge is held by the resistance, there are no problems, but German-controlled ones are guarded by boats. Trying to go straight across a bridge is fatal, since the boats easily pick you off. To cross a bridge, you must first stop at the bridge and then blast the boats out of the water. Once they've all been sunk, you can safely cross. Too many hits on the train and it's game over. Sound is fairly simple, but good. Just machine gun effects and several different train noises. The graphics of the cab are good, but the rest are more functional than anything else. I had high hopes for the train on Electronic Arts' recent record, but it's still a good game. But it lacks a certain something to make it a truly excellent game. The mixture of arcade elements and simulation works okay, but you do tire of the regular air attacks. First day target score. Reach Riviere on easy level. Second opinion. EA simulators haven't been too realistic, at least as far as the CPC goes. The train follows a groove that's getting too worn. A simulator with action sequences, if the latter were of high standard, I wouldn't complain. But quite frankly, they're not worth the memory expanded on them. Let's hope EA's future releases display a bit more imagination and gameplay. Green screen view. Station sequences trickier, but otherwise okay. The verdict. Graphics 68%. Good engine room. Other graphics are substandard. Sonic's 36%. Nice train effects. No tunes. Grab factor 78%. Combination of arcade and simulation works well. Air attacks are irritating. Staying power 82%. 3 levels of difficulty. Tricky to complete on all of them. AA rating 80%. A very good game, but not quite up to the recent EA standard. Alright. Okay. This is one of those games where you can die in no time. The train escaped to Normandy. Trademark. The train, copyright 1988, Accolade. Oh, yeah, this is a Spanish version. More fun. 2 for joystick. light opens up, you shoot it. Oh, I didn't notice it. Yeah. One hit, you're dead. Game over. Didn't even get started. Try again. Oh, I keep firing, do I? Okay. You gotta keep firing. Alright. Now we're on the train. Okay. I don't know Spanish. Maybe I should go to the English version. Oh, okay. Um, if I knew how to use a train, it would probably help, I guess. He's got a shovel coal in here, I don't know how though. Opens it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Now what do I do? if I knew how to, if I knew anything about a train. Oh. First. Oh, that releasing pressure, I guess. That's what a whistle sounds like. Oh, we're moving. Oh, the train's moving. So how do we get to the other screens? Oh, okay. Okay, it's the rear. Okay. It's the map. Okay, with a yellow cross. Now what? Okay. Oh, we got the train moving. That's about as good as we're going to get probably in this. Bridge coming up. The station just there. Always head on through. The bridge there. Felt like doing that. The controls are fine. It's all joystick operated, except for switching screens, which is just keys between 1 and 5. But no, controls seem fine. It's basically doing nothing. The train is operating itself. Okay, heading up this. I presume these are bridges because they go across what looks like rivers. Yeah, the purple ones are the ones the resistance have, if I remember correctly. Goes to the front or the back? It's hard to tell. I presume this is the front because it's going forwards. Ooh. Stop. For what? I don't want to stop. I want to say I should stop. Oh, game over. We died for some reason. Perhaps I should have found an English version. Oh well. But yeah, that's the train. To figure out what you're doing, she would probably be a bit better. 700 points. We doubled our score. Alright, we'll move on. Next game is By Fair Means or Foul by Superior Software, 9.95 cassette, $14.95 disc, joystick or keys. The latest in a long line of boxing simulations has a twist that makes it different from all the previous attempts. You can cheat! You don't have to, of course, but your opponents certainly will, and your chances of winning improve too. In the centre of the screen is a boxing ring occupied by you, your opponent, and the referee. Below it are 2 bars representing how many hits each fighter has taken. There's a clock that counts down to the end of the round. Above the ring is a board with the round number on, and on either side of that is a score and a small figure. The figures have a number in the centre, which tells you how many chances you have left. Each player has 5 chances, which decrease every time you lose a round or get caught fouling your opponent. The fight is split into 15 rounds, and to win, you must have more points than your opponent at the end of the fight, or reduce his chances to 0. At the start of the round, both damage bars are green, and every blow taken by the fighter increases the amount of red in the bar. If the bar is completely red, the fighter is knocked down and loses a chance. The player with the most red in his bar at the end of a round loses a chance. If both are equal, then no one loses anything. Now to the important bit, cheating! The 2 figures at the top of the screen can be one of 3 colours, green, amber or red. Red means that the referee has his beady little eye on you. Amber means there's a chance of getting away with a foul, and green means you can kick butt and knee to your heart's content. Illegal moves are more damaging and fun than legal ones, and so help you to victory. Once Mild Martin, the junior champion, has been defeated, you go on to Steady Eddie, the county champion, and work up to Deadly Dan, the world championship man. Each opponent gets progressively tougher and more determined to win by foul means. As with all combat games, you have a wide variety of moves available to you. 8 with fire pressed and 8 without. Switching from legal to illegal and vice versa is a simple matter, and you can also block punches when and if you feel like it. All you get for sound effects are cheering crowds and the thud on glove on flesh. But that's really all you need. The boxer graphics are large, colourful and well animated, and by fair means or foul, you got that acronym wrong. BFMOR. Okay. Has a refreshing line and humorous graphics. Even the shadowy crowd looks good as they leap up and down in their seats at the end of a round. Colour is used well throughout. First thoughts are, oh no, not another lousy boxing game. But fortunately, it's much more than that. It's fun to play, the opponents are tough enough to keep you interested, and best of all, you can use unfair tactics to win a fight. Not the greatest game ever, but certainly the best boxing game. First day target. Beat Steady Eddie. A scroll down memory lane. Oh no. Boxing has long been a favourite subject for the simulation treatment, and by fair means or foul is certainly the latest in a series of attempts, some good, others not so, to get us punch drunk. Remember these? Frank Bruno's boxing, by elite opponents from around the world getting tougher to beat, not the best but fun to play, with the thought of mixing it with stupid stereotypes. African with a bone in his nose doesn't bother you. Rocco, Gremlin, AA2, 36%, also viewed from the rear. Unfortunately, the opponents differ little. 3D Boxing, Amsoft, AA3, 66%. Fighters are viewed from the ringside rather than behind, and it was the first one to have a 2-player option. Barry McGuigan's Boxing, Activision, Rave, and AA5. Combat and a strategy part in training features 2-player option and is enjoyable still, especially if you want to think a bit as well as fight. Second opinion. As a boxing fan, I have to look severely on this travesty of the noble art. How dare they allow kicking and illegal punching? Right, now I've got that out of my system. By fair means or foul is brilliant. It's amusing and thrilling, and the range of difficulty is wide enough to keep beginners and old hands equally entertained. It ain't cricket, as Frank Bruno memorably put it, but it sure is fun. Green screen view. Knockout. The verdict. Graphics 76%. Large and well animated boxes. Good use of colour. Sonics 35%. Thud and cheer. Grab factor 69%. Fouling adds greatly to the excitement. 1 or 2 player game. Staying power 80%. 6 different opponents to beat. As in real life, once you're world champion, the only way is down. AA rating 83%. Superior have been quiet for a long time, but they're back with a bang. Know what I mean, Ari? Who's Ari? Time for more boxing. Oh. Take a screenshot of that. Superior software limited by fair means or foul. Original version M. Simpson, T. Simpson, conversion C. Goodwin. Correct 988. Player 1, keyboard 1. Player 2, keyboard 1. Opponent's Mild Martin. And I have played this before. I've actually got a clear on my big old list of games that I've finished. So, with that being said, I've forgotten everything about this, so I don't expect anything to happen. So I've forgotten what all the moves are. I haven't even set it up yet. Let's pause. Okay, joystick. Okay, the dude in red. Oh, this seems to work. Hooray! Go get him! No, the referee's asleep. Oh, no, he's not asleep. Who's cheating? You didn't see that kick? That's the way. And again. Hooray! Yeah. Woo! Round 3. Show the referee the sort of thing. Yeah. Down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out. Okay. Round 4. Multis. Yeah. Go get him. Yeah. Right, let's turn around here. Yeah. Foul. Oh, he cheated. The new junior champion. Okay, steady Eddie. Oh, jeez, he's kicking my ass. Oh, well, that was a lot harder. Wow. Chickens. Come on, pansy. Okay, kick, kick. And the referee's asleep. Yeah. He just wants to dance. Foul. Oh, was that me? Did I do that accidentally? Round 5. Oh. Who knows what side to be on so it doesn't... No. So I can't cheat. Huh? Round 7. Come on, Pansy. Hit him! Oh, jeez. Oh, well, that was a problem. Dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out. Round 8. Hooray! Yeah. Finish him off. Hey. The new county champion. Who's next? Dirty Larry. Chickens. Jeez. I'll get my ass kicked again. Well. Oh, still going. For some reason, I didn't think I got my chances back between matches. Oh, she's cheating. Go walk into my fist. I had him to do it. Okay. He's asleep. She didn't see that. Tried. Okay. Boo! Cheat! Foul. Got him. I'm losing this round. Ugh. Yeah, referee didn't see a thing. Look at my fist, thank you. Oh, look at this cheating. Ow, 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 oh, jeez. Look at cheating, look at cheating. Like he thinks he's kickboxing or something. Uh. Yeah. Ow. Game over. Oh. Randolph Turpin, Ingemar Jones, Floyd Patterson, Sugar Ray Robinson, Gene Tunney, Rocky Marciano, Joe Lewis, Max Schmeling, Jack Dempsey. Yeah. Ah, that's by fair means or foul. Ah, we'll move on. Next. What the adverts? Compilation roundup. Yes, I think we've all played pretty much. We've played leaderboard and tournament. We played 2 of those leaderboard games. They're probably pretty much all the same. I think we've played all the others. Anyway, we'll start with leaderboard par 3. US Gold, $14.99 cassette, $19.99 disc, joystick or keys. Take 1 box, put in 2 tapes or discs, maps of the courses, a pad of scorecards, and what do you get? Probably enough computer golf to keep you going for months. Leaderboard was a rave in issue 21, and some supplementary courses were provided for it in tournament leaderboard. World Class Leaderboard arrived in AA 26 and also got raved about. Altogether, there are 12 different courses to play, 4 to each game. The graphics are very good for a golfing game / simulation. It's well presented and not just bundled together hastily for a quick buck. But then again, it is expensive. You do, however, get some extras in the scorecards and maps. Computer golfers will find plenty to do with this, but if you are not an avid player, then you might find the compilation just a little too narrow in scope. Green screen view. Grass is green anyway. AA rating 70%. Summer? What's summer? Summertime specials, US Gold, $12.99 cassette, joystick or keys. 6 of US Gold's releases of the past year have been bundled together into a compilation. Solomon's Key, Brave Star, Captain America, Trantor, World Class Leaderboard, and Rygar. Here's that leaderboard again. Solomon's Key is a simple but fun platform game that scored 78% in AA26. Brave Star is based on the cartoon series of the same name and is probably one of the easiest games ever to complete. It received 39% in AA33. Captain America was never reviewed. Okay, we haven't seen that then. If it had been, the rating would have been in the region of 53%. Trento is a shoot-'em-up with some large and well-animated sprites that entered a rave review in AA27. World Class Leaderboard is a golfing simulation reviewed in AA26. It's a second and last rave game on the compilation. Bringing up the rear is Rygar, a poor coin-op conversion that scraped 56% in AA29. This is a sort of which do you want, the good news or the bad news compilation, with some outstanding and some decidedly average games. Still, 6 for the price of 1 is excellent value for money, and with compilations, that's often the deciding factor. Green screen views, no problems. AA rating, 69%. The 7 Samurai Karate Kung Fu Karate Ace Star Games, $12.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, joystick or keys. Combat games have been around for a long time now, and martial arts are probably the most popular. The 7 are The Way of the Exploding Fist, Bruce Lee, Kung Fu Master, Way of the Tiger, Avenger, Samurai Trilogy, and Uchimata. The Way of the Exploding Fist was the master game in the first issue of AA. It's a traditional kick-em-up for 1 or 2 players, and is still good even today. Bruce Lee was raved about in the following issue, and was more of an arcade game than a combat game. AA11 saw the arrival of Kung Fu Master, which notched up a respectable 72%. Way of the Tiger got 70% in issue 8, and the sequel, Avenger, got raved about 8 months later. Samurai Trilogy got the worst rating of all at 47% in AA24, and the compilation rounds off 65% for Ushimata, which reviewed in AA20. If you're a fanatical combat gamer, you'll find this compilation unbeatable, but 7 combat games may just be too much for people with a more delicate stomach. Green screen view, kick 'em in green. AA rating, 73%. Alright, I guess I have to look up Captain America, I guess. See if I can find a dump of the compilation. That'll make it easier. Because if it's dumped, of course. Only on tape. Yeah, it was only on tape, wasn't it? Well, I guess we're loading up from tape. Actually, it's not dumped. There's a picture of the tapes. Pictures of the tapes that they're not dumped, which is not useful. Let's look elsewhere. It is not what I entered in. What a useless search. Is it not even listed in here? Never mind. See if I can find it individually. These are US skulls. These commercial versions should work. this is gonna be fun. Unplanned games is fun. Okay. Let's set up first. So the full title is Captain America Defies the Doom Tube of Dr. Megalomann. This is presumably what it is. Okay, let's load it up. Hopefully it will load. Captain America defies the Doom Tube. And there he is. Welcome to the Doom Tube, programmed by Russell for Adventure Soft. Designed by Stefan Ufnowski and Ufnowski. Directed by an artist friend. Music by Anthony Lees, implemented by Charles. Dr. Megalomann has been waiting for you. You'll soon be dead meat, Captain. Press fire, prepare to die. Okay. Oh, we get to move the hand. Orbital elevator engaged. I have no idea what I'm doing. Deck 3, toxicity count. Okay, Okay. Okay. Zap the Zorix, hit the rotator when it's side on. Point. Oh, he's run out of shields. Arnold snaps, crackles, and pops. Warning. Tube will self-destruct by the time you've read this. Only joking. This time. You have been warned. Okay, have an extra life for your persistence, but don't push this button again. Tough luck, you blew it, game over. Okay. He pushed a button and he died. It's far for a new game. You'll soon be dead meat, Captain. Press fire, prepare to die. Warning, the tube is self-destructive by the time you've read this. Only joking. This time. You have been warned! I want an extra life. Okay, I have an extra life for your persistence, but don't push this button again. Oh, what's that? Oh no! The president said we should have sent Ollie. And I am out of shields again. What do you do now? Zap the Zorix. Hit the rotator with its side on. Tough luck you blew it, game over. Oh, this game's hard. Obviously. It's far for a new game. Dr. Megalomann has been waiting for you. You will soon be DB captain again. It's far, prepare to die. God damn it. Oh, the president said we should have sent Ollie. Ah. Oh, I missed. Oh. I got nothing to throw now. What do you want me to do? Zap the mega bars first. Arnold snaps, crackles, and pops. What do you want me to do? I can't attack because Cap doesn't know what to do if he doesn't have a shield. Just takes it. Tough luck, you blew it. Game over. This is... One more attempt. Ah. President said we should have sent Ollie. God damn, what am I doing? I'm dying! Pep can't do a damn thing about this. Like, kick or something. Oh, okay. Somehow that worked. Oh! And he just walks off the ledge because the president said we should have sent Ollie. Code word! Now what? I have no idea what any of this means. Oh, that's it. It's gone. Oh. Tough luck. You blew it. Game over. Well, that's Captain America. Defies the Doom Tube. Now we'll move on. It's a game. Alright, next. How many games we got here? 1, 2, 3, got 4 games to go through in an hour. We can do that. Alright, next game is Vectorball. The Mastertronic $2.99 cassette. Joystick keys. A futuristic ball game, Vectorball, is played between 2 robotic players over an irregular pitch. The idea is to score as many goals as you can and concede as few as possible within the time limit. 5 matches are played and you can play another person or the computer. The playing area is viewed from slightly above and at an angle. It's called isometric, kinda. It scrolls as the ball moves around to show the goals and the robotic players. A click ticks away the seconds on screen too. Okay. You move your robot around trying to catch the ball. If you're moving when you catch it, then you carry on because of the momentum. Otherwise, you have to stand still. Once you have the ball, you can shoot it in any direction. Shot power is increased by extending your neck. That's how it works. You extend your neck, you can shoot further. There are 4 different pitches to play on: hills, ditches, waves, and mixed. With hills, you have a generally flat pitch with some hills, or hills and higher skill levels. Ditches are the opposite of hills, and waves are troughs that run both along and across the pitch. With mixed, you have a jumble of all 3 types to give a very strange playing area indeed. Colour's not used brilliantly, since most of the screen is black and white lines. Scrolling of the pitch is fast, and the two robots zoom around. There's some flicker, but not enough to ruin the game. On the title screen, there's a good tune, but effects in the game are simplistic. You don't get a completely stupid computer opponent, and so you'll play a good few games before you start beating it on a regular basis. The most irritating thing about it is waiting to play between games, because it's a very long pause. Control is confusing as you switch from directional when you run around the pitch to rotational when the ball is in your position. One or the other is fine, but not both. Not bad for a budget game, but that's all it could be. First day target, beat the computer. Second opinion, the bizarre joystick controls on this drove me absolutely potty. Getting going was just so frustrating that I suspect many players like me won't have the patience. And why should they? Green screen view. Mainly mono anyway. The verdict: graphics 63%, fast scrolling and well-designed pictures, lacking in colour. Sonics 52%, tune on total screen, few effects. Grab factor 66%. Intriguing game design. Confusing controls detract from the game. Staying power 55%. Tough computer opponent. Will tire of it rapidly. AA rating 62%. It's good, but not that good. Alright. Oh, one too many L's. Okay. Off we go. Vectorball 988 Mastertronic. Vectorball, copyright 988 Mastertronic. A binary design production. Coding by Dave A. Stead. Graphics by Lyndon Brook. Vectorball. No mention of who did the music. Thanks are due to Andy Meow and some of the non-Amstrad specific code. Gary Vine, Gary Hughes and Gary Ireland for help with the amazing Amstrad screen layout. ITD Snowcraft and G. Wisehead. Music by Wally Beeben. Okay. Whoever that is. Pretty decent music at least. Okay, let's go. Robot controls. Preferences. Tournament. The Hills, the Ditches, Wave City, Megamix. I'm gonna stick with the hills. 3 minutes. I'm gonna spend too much longer here. One to change controls for player 1, 2 for player 2, 3 set preferences, space to play. Current tournament is the hills. Time out here for 3 minutes. How do you play one player though? That's the thing. Please wait. On your screen layout, it's calculated. Yeah, this is 2 players. Controls. Out of my way. Look at these controls at all. Absolutely insane. Ah! What am I doing? That's the wrong way. Idiot. Was not the way to shoot it. Come on. We can get in the goal, right? It's hard to tell which direction you're actually gonna fire it. How did I miss? Right, that's a goal. But, yeah, how do you play one player? Can we escape? Escape is pause. Okay. Player 1 has won one game. Player 2 has won 0. Wait. I don't want to start again. The hills are random at least. Okay, let's try something again. Two ditches. 3 minutes. We send both the same controls. Will that make it one player? It's absolutely unclear. Very well, screen layout is calculated. It is not. Right, get out of the ditch. So how do you set 1 player, 2 player? If it actually is indeed a one player option. Yeah, this is a little silly. I don't throw it back, you idiot. Go, get in the corner. Oh, for God's sakes, come on. Oh, it's hard to tell which direction you're going to shoot it in. Yeah, just do that. Okay, that's how that works. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be any way to play one player game. At least not an obvious one. Look up the manual. British, English. Pressing fast stops movement. You have a choice between playing using a joystick or keyboard. No. One or two player option, it says on the back. But no, it doesn't tell you how. The parameters you can choose: pitch style, timeout, game length, massive ball, massive robots, acceleration, braking, friction. Nothing about player selection. I'm not sure these are the exact options that were given either. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on. Right. next game is Thing by Players, 199 cassette, joystick or keys. Planet Rhombus has small spherical occupants composed of squishy insides and a hard silica shell. Their political advisor, the Ball, is off to see the Dingalinger overlord. Thing is an intergalactic postie who's assigned to deliver the ball, but the ball is in a playful mood and refuses to go until Thing, you, has solved 10 simple tasks. What do you mean sounds silly? You have a list of objects carried, commands, the day, and a third of the screen with a horizontally scrolling playing area in which you stand. Ball floats just behind him and can fire at anything hostile that heads it for you. Each time you hit, damage is sustained, and after a certain limit is reached, you fall unconscious for a day. The game lasts a week. In quotes. A week in quotes. You start the game standing next to a telephone booth and carrying a directory. If you use the telephone, you ask for a destination from A to Z. Each letter being a different zone into the game. Objects are littered throughout the zones, floating in canisters, and may be taken from them and carried to other locations to help you solve the 10 tasks. Objects can also be examined, and you can abort or pause the game. A status panel can be called up to let you know how things are going. Little colour is used, and the scrolling is smooth but slow. The sprites of Thing, Ball, and enemies are nice. Sound is footsteps and shots, and a title screen tune. At first, it looks a cute game with nice sprites and some problem solving to do. After a few, very few, minutes, however, you get bored. All you do is walk around incredibly slowly and try to find something to do. Unless you have the patience of a saint, look elsewhere for excitement, adventure, and wild things. First day target, stay awake for 5 minutes. Oh, I think we can do that one. Second opinion, for anyone above the age of, 10? It's dreary and dull. Why is someone walking so slowly? But perhaps for anyone younger than that, who's easily amused, it could be a hit. Just don't make me play it. Green screen view. Green. The verdict, graphics 56%, smooth scrolling graphics, good use of menus and windows. Sonic's 57%, walking, and a better than average title screen tune. Grab factor 47%, silly scenario. The most tedious game for ages. Staying power 29%, 10 tasks to solve. See grab factor. AA rating 44%, worth a budget price if only just. Okay. Yeah, it's time to fall asleep. If that review is to be believed, yeah, it is. You walk very slowly. Thing, Amstrad Vision by Kevin Parker, sound by Andy Severn. Correct 988 players. A week in the life of the Thing. Coding and graphics by Colin Swinburne. He did everything. Just a court 1. Subject, the Thing. There he is. screenshot of that. Details. This species was developed by genetic engineering in the late 23rd century on the planet Crazy. Profession, intergalactic postperson. The ball, inhabitant of the planet Rhombus, is composed of a metallic silica shell with squishy innards. Profession, political advisor to the Astral Harmony Council. The story so far. The thing has been assigned to deliver the ball to the Dingalinga Overlord. But there's one catch. He's hidden himself away until you've performed at least 10 simple tasks. Okay, listen to the music again. Alright, let's just keep going before we fall asleep. Oh, there he is. Telephone book. 7. Okay, use. Going for telephone. Telephonics. Telephone kiosks. Now what? Let's just sit back. I think the telephone kiosk is right here. Let me just shoot. Ball will shoot. There's a telephone kiosk. Cal system currently employs the use of 26 teleportation. Never stop. Sound never stops. Huh. And we walk. And walk. Walk. And walk. And walk. Oh, shit. Okay, he's in. Capsule contains a round of ammunition. Right, is ammunition? Edible, no. Functional, yes. Operational, yes. Keep going. Keep walking. And walking. Oil. Nice high-pitched sound this is giving off. It's really annoying. A Bruce Lee video. Edible, no. Functional, yes. Operational, yes. Just one question, what are these tasks that it wants to give us? Thing. Oh yeah, you do have ammunition. How about that? Oh, I don't know why I did that, really. It's past those suckers. Could have waited on that. Oh, I think we hit a wall. Oh, okay. Hit a wall. Whoop. Oil. Can we just use this Bruce Lee video? Nothing happens. Please press any key. The world's most exciting game. I wonder if anyone's actually bothered to write up a solution for this game. I don't think I remember ever seeing one. Now you need to take more care. Damage report. Due to the extent of your injuries, your body has been shut down for a period of 24 hours for repairs. Press any key. Nothing's here? What do you mean nothing is here? Do it again. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, nothing's happening there. Off we go back again. You should learn how to walk a little bit faster. So an ER. Oh no, it's EA. Never mind. Oh, jeez. Oh. No things allowed past this point. Huh? A hat. Edible? No. Functional? No. Operational? No. That's a dead end. This thing take 3 hits. Okay. It's been 5 minutes yet. Feels like it's been 15 minutes. This way first. Pick that up. Back this way we go. Things happening. Capsule contains nothing! Oh, look, more oil. Yeah, I think we've seen enough of this stupid game. It's slow and boring. We'll move on before we fall asleep. Next game is Metaplex by Addictive. $2.99 cassette, $6.99 disc, joystick keys. Garth is a naughty two-headed monster with his mind set on the destruction of your home world. He lives inside a huge metal complex in the interior of an asteroid. Having arrived inside the asteroid, you now have the simple task of killing Garth and escaping from the asteroid. The screen is split into two sections, a flick screen play area and an information panel. Included in the information panel are the number of craft, object carried, laser power, acid level, shields, and a 3x3 grid of boxes. More on them later. If laser power is out, you can't fire, and when your shields are gone, you need a new craft. There are three skill levels. Distributed throughout the complex are small flasks, which are initially empty, but which can be filled from the acid tank. If the flask is then dropped over a power unit, its corrosive properties eats into the unit and drain Garth of power. When all 4 units have been destroyed in this way, you can hunt Garth down, shoot him, and leave by the exit as fast as possible. It sounds simple enough, but unfortunately the complex is protected by a security system. The system is twofold. There's nasty little droids who try to kill you, and there are sections of the base blocked off by electronic doors, which is where the 9 boxes come in. They control doors, airflow, laser refill points, teleporters, and release droids into the complex. The condition of the boxes is altered by landing on a security panel and pressing fire. The graphics are colourful, but lack great detail. Sound is simple, but there's a pleasant tune on the title screen and during pause. There are plenty of things to shoot and problems to solve. In some way, it reminds me of Dan Dare 2, but it's nowhere near as good. At £3, it's a reasonable effort. First day target, destroy 2 power units. Second opinion. Not the most innovative game that's appeared this year, but on the other hand, they're not asking £15 for it. I don't think for £3 you can expect to be excited to death, and with Metaplex you won't be. Green screen view. Okay. The verdict, graphics 57%. Fast moving and colourful sprites. Lacking in detail. Sonic 64%. Great title tune. Uninspiring effects. Grab factor 52%. Instructions are a little confusing. Too easy to get your ship damaged. Staying power 63%. Huge complex to explore. A game that demands to be mapped. That's a bad thing apparently. AA rating 56%. Addictive should stick to strategy games. Ooh. Okay. Metaplex. Faces. Prism Leisure PLC 988. we're just waiting, apparently. There you go. Jan, Gwendolyn, Antoinette, Veronique, Jacqueline, Nicolette. Okay. Press fire or wait for instructions. Ooh. Wait for instructions. Use the joystick or the following keys. Music by Mark Alexander. Designed and programmed by Soft Team. Copyright 1988, Prism Leisure Co. PLC. Press fire button or spacebar to play. More instructions. This is Garth. You must destroy 4 power units, then shoot him. Okay. This is one of the power units which must be destroyed, okay? That's what it looks like. To destroy a unit, you must get an empty flask and take it to the acid room and fill it up. Acid. Go to a power unit and drop the full flask by flying over the unit. Before 4 units are destroyed, you can come here and shoot Garth. Then find this room and go through the hatchway. Type 1 door, which is closed. A laser refill point. A shield replenisher. Sensor unit. Land on top and press fire to open and close the doors and activate or deactivate the hazards in your path. we going to remember all this? A transporter. Oh no, it's teleporters. Oh, that's it. Okay, let's go. Easy. Okay, we destroyed some things. There's a flask. Carrying an empty flask. Get new craft. Oh. Somehow something killed me. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Power unit there. We found a power unit. We've not found the acid. Nothing here. I can't go through here. Yeah. Aha! A new craft. Can't go through there, apparently. We need to find the acid room. Where is the acid room? Ah, it's coming after me. Ah! Damn it. No, don't touch those things. That's the other craft that I broke. Can't go through there. I am lost. Alright, we're back here again. Oh, here we go. New craft. Can't touch a damn thing. Yeah. So annoying having 99 laser and you can't use it. I'm lost. Yeah, I'm going back up here. What I'm doing, I'll go this way. Oh no, there's nothing there. Never mind. Beep beep beep. Can't do that. through. Got last craft. Oh. I don't know how you're supposed to avoid that. There's pretty much nothing happening up here. Oh, it's a 2 on there. He's got 2. But open it, I wonder. We'll find out in a minute. Going somewhere I haven't been yet. Oh. Get a 1 at the end there. It's a 1. That should open the 1. At least that's the plan. It is good. It does work. Hooray. Another power unit. Starting to get the hang of this. Yeah, I can pass through that for some reason. Oh, I'm back here again. Brom, brom. It's a 2. Here's 2. Another flask, that's all. Well. Seems to be hard to die, exactly. And you can't do a damn thing. There's just a lot of wandering around. Here's the acid. Can't do that. Gotta fix that craft first. The craft. It's through here. Oh, it's one way, huh? It's another craft. Okay. We're full of acid. Having a flask of acid. We just got to find a power unit to drop it on. And we've been making like progress. Not what we wanted. It's just another flask. We've got a flask. There we go. It's one down. Can I go through there? Get new craft. Okay. Well, I'll leave it at that, I think, for this. Leave it up. We've still got one game left, I think. Alright. Right, one game left, right? GM Chess. That's it. Yeah. Last game of the magazines. GM Chess. Camel Micros. $14.95 disc. Joystick or keys. Chess has been around for a very long time, and computer chess for a few hundred years. For while the first chess computer may have been mechanical, it was still a computer at heart. Microcomputer chess has been around since just after home micros arrived. There have been many attempts, some good, some indifferent, and some plain bad. There still seems to be an interest in producing more. Occasionally, you do get chess games with a gimmick, speech synthesis, 3D displays, and now there's one with music that plays throughout the game. There are seven skills levels to play, ranging from easy to exceptionally difficult. Time between moves increases considerably on higher levels. You can choose from a wide selection of openings for the computer to start with, or you can let it pick one at random. One or two people can play, or the computer can play against itself. Options to turn the music off, change sides, change levels, and set up the board are included. From the main menu, you can also load programs that cover rules, openings, mid-game, and end-game. The tune is played throughout the game except for when the computer is thinking. Sound effects are minimal, but it is a chess game after all. Graphically, it's nothing out of the ordinary. With the board viewed from above, colours that can be changed to suit your monitor. What can you say about a chess program that hasn't been said a million times before? £15 isn't much really, but then it's not the best chess game around. That honour still goes to Closest Chess 4.0 by CDS. AA8 a whacking 92%. If you want music while you play, put on a record. First day target, beat the computer on level 3. Second opinion. I can't judge how good this one is at beating the Karpovs and Kasparovs of the world, but at my standard it's reasonably fast. At more advanced levels, however, it's hardly greased lightning. Want to play chess and can't find a partner? This could be just the job. Green screen view. You can alter colours, so no hassle. Check it out, mate. The verdict. Graphics, 47%. Easily identifiable pieces. Sonics, 53%. A tune in a chess program. Grab factor, 54%. Reasonable introduction to chess. Staying power, 76%. Chess programs never die. On high skill levels, the computer takes hours to make a move. How literal is that? AA rating, 63%. Appeal limited to chess buffs. Huh? GM Chess. The game, rules, openings, mid-game, end-game. Control arrows, enter, mouse or joystick. Oh, I can use mouse even. Ooh, fancy. See, what does it show us about openings? I thought you could use joystick. Okay, here we go. Openings. The division of a chess game into opening, mid-game, and end-game is to a large extent artificial. That said, it is useful as different aspects of the game are of varying importance in each phase. In the opening, a high proportion of moves are made merely to bring pieces into active play. This is known as developing the pieces. It is of vital importance. Any piece hemmed in behind pawns and or other pieces might as well not be on the board. Whereas still, if it takes many moves to develop it, you'll be giving your opponent the chance to carry out his own plans unmolested. Press button. Why is it using button 2? Okay, that's weird. Historically, many different openings have been analysed in depth, but none give certain advantage to either side. If they did, a lot of the interest of chess would be lost. There are some examples in which checkmate can be reached very quickly, but in general, the attacking player puts himself into poor positions using these methods, and the game is only lost through the bad play of the opponent. The good player would never contemplate such reckless attacks, but it is as well as for the novice to be aware of the pitfalls. The following openings can be studied and also played against the computer. However, the aim shouldn't be to learn them by heart, but to try to see through the reasoning behind it. Okay, never mind. A selection of chess openings. Oh. King P openings. Oh. Rui Lopez. One of the oldest and best known of the king's pawn types. This opening retains white's initiative for longer than some more spectacular attacking openings. It is characterized by f1 and b5 on move 3. Hope you understand all this. Press button. Okay. Hi. The game. Oh, using button 2. It's weird. There's no other keys mapped to F2, are there? I don't think anything's mapped to the function keys at all. Weird. Options and control for game. Joystick, mouse, arrow, and enter keys. Move, put cursor on a square, and press button. Fire, enter, etc. Move to another, press button. Menu selection, put cursor over mode or play, then down the menu. Play options, level 0 to 6, altered by clicking button. Okay. Okay. Let's get on with it. Random opening. Okay. GM Chess, copyright Camel Micros, 1988. Ooh. Music. Okay, we move. Oh, it stops. It's not checkmate. This is probably going to be a stupid move because I suck at chess. Yeah, it's easy. Okay, interesting. Wow, we actually go for that, huh? Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Um, okay. I'll be in trouble here. I think that bishop's probably a goner. Actually, I think I see what he might be trying to do here. How do we put a stop to it? That's the question. That'd be a stupid move. Uh, go all the way. I'm thinking no, it might be worth it just to get rid of it, even if I lose the knight. the other bishop d2. I don't care what happens. What? Here we go. You think I'm screwed? Well, this is fun. Okay, move you back here. Ooh, castle. Ooh. Check. Ah. Oh no, I can't do that, can I? Checkmate, I win. Yeah. So that too late. Oh, this is over quickly enough. Well, no, we're not playing again. We'll move on. So that's the last game of the magazine. Now let's read the rest of it. Small ads. First Bites, an assembly language series with Richard Montero. Welcome, assembler fans, to another feast of fun. Oh, get on with it, Ed. By now, you should familiarise yourself with Microassembler, which is on last month's cover cassette. Just learn everything. Tweak Microassembler. Hey, add more to it. Problematic. Can Pat McDonald save the world again? Nope. Death knell. Last night I switched on my CPC 464 and promptly got an electric shock when I picked up my JY2. As a result of this, my machine has stopped producing any sounds except for hisses. Software loads into memory, but there are no in-game effects. What's wrong? Will it cost much to repair, and can I do it? Mark Walker, Folkestone. I recently gave the office a cheap laugh when I attempted to repair a similar fault. Considering how much it's costing to repair your repair, McDonald, I don't think cheap laugh is quite right, Ed. The problem lies in incorrect wiring inside the Amstrad that goes to the AY3 8912 sound chip, which is also responsible for reading the keyboard and, naturally, the joystick. Occasionally, static builds up on the joystick, and picking it up results in a voltage going through the chip that wrecks the sound. Replacing the chip is a problem because it's generally soldered in. If there is a socket for the chip, then unplugging this chip and plugging in a replacement, widely available, try CPC if you have difficulties, is no problem. Desoldering the chip is a lot trickier, and is generally best left to a decent repair service. Analytical engineering are doing R464 as I'm writing this. If your machine is under guarantee, take it back to where you bought it. Soldering on. Paul Coulter presents another very useful project, an 8-bit printer port. This project is an 8-bit printer port which would normally be used as a printer driver. It's possible, though, to use it to communicate with any device which uses an 8-bit interface with strobed output and high busy input. The main advantage of this project over the standard 7-bit interface is that you can send codes greater than 127 without any problem. Useful for sending IBM control codes, and also for Epson screen dump programs that use quadruple density graphics. The end result is what comes out of your printer looks even better. Here's your parts list, go make your own. And use it. Then you've got a listing to do it. Who knows all machine code? Who, me? Groveling apologies for last month's wiring diagram. Here's how it should have looked. Honest! The look, an introduction to graphics, part 2. Take my breath away. Learning the system for graphics, you might well look at your Amstrad in a new light. It has to process all these ink changes and put the right bit pattern into the screen for the right ink. Let's take a look at some of the locomotive basic commands. They do interesting things to the screen. Where's the gallery? You get to see some of the people's artwork. You go Dragon, Madonna, and Bike. A very good collection indeed. Well done, C.S. Coles of Weymouth. You win £20. Eurofighter. Sometimes detail isn't as important as shape. J. Murray Raleigh. The Dragon. A pretty contribution done with smart too. Mike Davies, Normanton. I certainly wasn't planning on the postal strike when I announced the gallery last month. Still, congratulations to those who managed to get their contributions through. And initial reactions suggest that the gallery is going to be very popular indeed. Watch this space. Reward £20. Mark all your entries with a name and address. State which art package was used. Even better, do a basic loader to set up the screen colours. Then, post them to the look. Well, it's a start, I guess. Tracksuit Manager. International soccer strategy at its very best. Dude yelling. Goliath games. From the genre of The Double. The first ever football game with real match tactics. Oh. Zap says presentation 96%, hook ability 93%, last ability 88%, overall 89%, easily the best of its type. Ooh. Commodore user says the match is the best I've ever seen. TSM is the most playable game of its genre, one of the most frustrating, fun, compelling, exciting and addictive games I've ever played. 8 out of 10. CNVG games say the best ever football the best ever football managerial game ever in the history of the world. No messing, straight up, a very impressive start for Goliath. 9 out of 10. Sinclair user says the best ever managerial game, the one your Spicky has been waiting for. 93%. Your Commodore says TSM is one of the best games I've ever played and certainly highlights the problems of a national team manager. Your Sinclair says, I'm amazed that this one will be made this way dead from the neck up. Someday all footy games, if you don't like TSM, you're... What? Oh. I'm amazed at this one. Someday all footy games will be made this way. If you don't like TSM, you're dead up from the neck up. 8 out of 10. Why are there gaps in the middle of those sentences? It's weird. Order now, $9.95, including VAT plus 50p post and packaging. Commodore 64 and Spectrum. I think you're on the wrong magazine there. Cheat mode gets the toughest games going. Got a cheat for the Bard's Tale already. When you enter the catacombs, retreat beneath the temple, speak to the priest and say, Tarjan! You got the passwords for Venom Strikes Back, Mayhem, Transmogrify, and Valkyr. Have fun with that. The passwords for Impact, Amstrad Action, Amstrad Action! All prices include VAT, post and packing. Please phone to inquire about products not listed. Wacky, the worldwide Amstrad CPC Users Club. Annual subscription rates, UK £12, Europe £18, overseas £24, sample copy £1. Special offers. More cheats! Shorten the odds. Re-receive dozens of pokes, and the ones published tend to be on cassette or disc, unless they're very short, get the hint. Include an SAE if you want your disc or tape returned. Make sure your name and address is on everything you send us. Win an entire issue's raves. Comms. Online, making a triumphant return. It's pronounced Comratel. and it's been in operation for around a year. Old hat? Well, it seems that a number of improvements have taken place. Comratel is based in North Wales, obviously. Once upon a time, it was a perfectly ordinary bulletin board with few pretensions at all. Nowadays, it has a vibrant, glitzy feel. It's going places. A promise and a threat. The promise: pretty soon, Comratel will be downloading satellite pictures from Meteorsat. Apparently, they already have the equipment. They're just working on how to connect it. This system should be up and running within a few months. And the threat? The board makes a statement loud and clear. Any material contributed which breaks the law or is related to criminal activity will result in the registration being terminated. People requesting such information are tactfully reminded of the rules. Nice one, Comratel. Yeah. The Multiface 2 is still advertising it. Pilgrim, Ingrid's back, and Lancelot in one issue. Yes, sir, Pilg person. Hail to thee, blithe pilgrims. In this month's rather cramped edition, we have room for red-hot reviews of Ingrid's back and Lancelot, plus some great tips for those in distress, and news from adventurers far and wide. Drill, pilgs, but wipe your chin afterwards. Ingrid's back, level 9, all CPCs, $9.95 cassette, $14.95 disc. This very pleasing game design marks a substantial improvement on Level 9's previous two titles. Aged pilgrims will remember the distinct disappointment of seeing Nighthawk, the first game produced using Level 9's updated adventure system. Gnome Ranger, which followed it, was a marginal improvement. But somehow the game still didn't cut the crumpet. Though the Pilg should hasten speedily to add that it was still a very impressive release by most adventure standards. If you really want to understand the good points of Ingrid's Back, and it is a good game, you need to know a little about why the previous two games failed and what Level 9 were and still are trying to do. The main feature of the new adventure system is the ability to program characters with whom you can interact. As Pete Austin pointed out to the Pilg some years back now, and I've quoted him endlessly, the number of satisfying and original puzzles you can build nowadays around objects is really, very small. The trouble is, we've been playing object-oriented games since Colossal Adventure. If you think back to any early adventure, I bet you'll find that the most memorable puzzles, if there were any, were to do with objects and their various uses. Yeah, it does go on a bit. In addition, the graphic... Oh, we'll go this. In the third part, Ingrid enlists as a maid in Jasper Quickbuck's mansion in an attempt to dig up some dirt on the old dirtbag and bring him his just desserts. Oh. Throughout the game, the personalities you meet are full of character, and what's more, they carry out many different actions, which, when observed, add a great deal to the plot. In fact, in Part 3, there's even a character whom you can spy upon through a hole in the wall, watching him go about his mysterious business. All this adds enormously to the enjoyment of playing. In addition, the graphics for the game are a vast improvement on earlier Level 9 efforts. This improvement is frankly long overdue. The first Level 9 graphics, back in the days of Emerald Isle and Red Moon, were pretty ghastly, and since then the company never seemed to have got to grips with matters visual. All that's changed now, and the graphics are fabulous. Not as technically well drawn as the Magnetic Scrolls pictures, but I'd venture to say that they have more warmth and character. Playing the game is a pleasure, with each module having different feel to it. There's novelty in the first challenge, and the second, detective work in the third. What more could you want? Atmosphere 83%, challenge 81%, interaction 83%, overall 82%. Right, Lancelot, level 9, all CPCs, $9.95 cassette, $14.95 disc. Level 9 have now turned their backs on Mandarin. It seems to have been a rather brief affair, and Lancelot is likely to be the only Level 9 product coming out under this label. Does it deserve this unique status? Certainly the scenario is a potent one. Those not familiar with the Arthurian legends can rest assured that there is adequate documentation with the game. But in brief, the saga concerns Arthur's reign over Britain, aided by his Knights of the Round Table. Thence comes Lancelot, a squire, who defeats Arthur in combat, but spares his life and is knighted by the king in recognition of this deed. Guinevere, that's how they spell it, Arthur's wife, takes a fancy to the new knight, and Lancelot finds himself bound to her service, both through his own inclinations and her desires. Level 9's game tries to pack an awful lot into what is essentially a 3-part adventure. The first 2 parts are effectively one, since you can move between them with ease. However, you can also choose at the beginning of the game to move straight onto the final chapter, the search for the Holy Grail. Ooh. Right, moving on. The graphics are at times very attractive, but they don't quite match Ingrid's back for quality, and in 1 and 2 places are very poor. Like the game structure itself, the presentation is a curate's egg of powerful, convincing moments and depressingly low standards. The blurb quotes Pete Austin as saying this is their best game yet, but the Pilg finds that hard to agree. When it hits the high notes, it certainly matches anything the company have done so far, but the low notes seem even more depressing as a result. What this game shows is that there is tremendous potential still to be explored in setting text adventures around potent story scenarios such as this one. It also shows that you need either to be very selective in what you try to squeeze into a game, or else you need an awful lot of programming time, disk space, and patient playtesting. Atmosphere 88%, challenge 81%, interaction 78%, overall 80%. More ads. The Pilgrim's Postbag. Oh, bugged, the Hobbit. I write to you not in a wild plea of anguish, but to question the parser in the Hobbit. I have in my possession the rope. Examine rope. You see the rope. Tie rope. I see nothing to tie the rope to. Tie rope to Elrond. The rope is already tied. Now what is going on? Mike Wheeler, Surrey. Welcome to the I've Discovered a Hobbit Bug Club. Son of Rogal's Revenge Part 2. Sorry to have to complain about, but the Rogal's Revenge solution doesn't work too well when you give the bone to the wee dog. I tend to get savaged by mutant poodles. How do you get past the Fidos, and what is the gap you are talking about? I've played 1 or 2 games of the adventure sort, and the question I have to ask is why a full list of accepted words isn't printed either in the game or on the packaging. Trying to second guess the parser is a real pain in the neck when you've solved the main problem. Timothy Bell, County Durham. Well, Timothy, the Rogal's Revenge clues weren't exactly intended to be a solution. There's much more to the game than that. The clues were simply to point you in the right direction. However, as far as the mutant poodles are concerned, try giving the bone to the dog, then going up, west, and then south. The tank should cure the poodle problem. Then southwest, up, south, press green button, and jump the gap. Applause for the Bard's Tale. Although I've eagerly read your part of AA since the beginning, the only adventure I've previously bought is The Worm in Paradise by level 9. However, my colour monitor appears to be on its last legs, as does the rest of my 464, and since games like Matchday 2 and Target Renegade are now loading without all except one of the background colours, my interest in these types of games is starting to fade. I was browsing through the games at the local W.H. Smith when my eye was caught by a cassette copy of Bard's Tale. It did not take me very long to decide to buy it, when I remembered the contrasting colours in the game and the opinion of it you gave in AA35. After a few minutes of playing, I realised my money had not been wasted. Unlike so many games I buy, I had found one which I could play not only for 1 week, but with lasting interest, which I could load in again and again. The thrill of playing an RPG previously destroyed after attempting to play D&D and Dragon Warriors with my younger brother and sister come back to me. To me, This is what a computer game should be about. I would just like to recommend the bar style to any AA reader, whether an adventure fan or not, as everyone will enjoy it. Thomas Page, address unknown. I've just bought that amazing game Bard's Tale, and I can tell you it's one of the best adventures that I've ever played. I think Electronic Arts deserve a pat on the back for it. Having followed your column since AA1, I've seen what a great job you've done in helping people solve games and also in bringing news of the latest games for the Amstrad. So now it's my turn to ask. I would be grateful if you could find out when Bard's Tale 2 is going to be released for the Amstrad. Tim Gurney, Guildford. Tim, the bad news at the moment is that there's currently no plans to convert Bard's Tale 2 for the CPCs. The good news, however, is that EA were apparently delighted with the sales they achieved with Bard's Tale and are therefore considering future conversions. Keep your fingers crossed and watch this space. Well, they clearly changed their mind. Type-ins. Programs packing more punch than Mike Tyson. Pull-down menus. Notepad. Microsoft might have a word about calling it that. Here, have some money. Send us your listings, and not only do you stand a very good chance of getting to in print in your favourite magazine, you could also earn yourself £100. And £10 is the absolute minimum. Patterns. A simple program that creates black and white kaleidoscope effects. A good bit of speed helps the effect. A mem kit. A memory dump. Ooh. A buyer's guide, part 1. Word processors, databases, and spreadsheets. Buy more stuff. Part 2. Serious reviews. 25 to 37. I don't really give them a rating or anything though, so whatever. Cheer up, we've got you covered. Face on that mug. So depressed. Paint and penning and registered design. The CPC is live. To make sure it's kicking, subscribe to Amstrad Action now. Bionic Commandos, Dream Warrior, Road Blasters, Charlie Charlie. That's changed since the last issue. Well, the issue before that, even. Highlighter pens. At last, plus. Dust covers, back issues. A t-shirt. Oh no, they've run out of thingies. Oh no. Whatever will we do? By fair means or foul. You just stick your entire palm in his face. That's how boxing works. Amstrad CPC, Spectrum, Commodore 64, BBC Micro. Become the world champion by fair means or foul. A realistic boxing simulation. You can even cheat if the ref's not looking. Yeah. And cassette for Spectrum, $7.95. $9.95 for C64, Amstrad, BBC, and Electron. 5 1/4 disc, $11.95 on C64 at BBC. 3.5 disc. 3.5 disc on the Spectrum, $12.95. And on the Amstrad BBC Master Compact, $14.95. 3.5 disc? No. Spectrum and Amstrad use 3-inch discs, not 3.5 discs. Oof. Here's your moves. Got 8 moves. Fair moves: head punch, body blow, uppercut, duck punch. Foul moves: headbutt, knee, groin punch, kick. I guarantee all mail orders are dispatched within 24 hours by first-class post. Postage and packaging is free. Faulty cassettes and discs will be replaced immediately. Arcade Action! From the SNK stable, the coin-op smash hit. Now for your home micro. This multi-level, vertically scrolling arcade thriller throws you deep into the jungles and ruined cities of a nation held in the grips of a cruel oppressor. Freedom is your aim. Guerrilla war is the means. Amstrad Commodore 995, Spectrum 895. SNK, Shinyan Kikaku Corp. And that's that. That's the end of that issue. Oof.